They thought they could steal what was mine. But I turned their upgrade into a recurring payment. It began when I went out to a 3-day livestock exposition, and all was good. The dusty gravel road that cut through my ranch, the one I had allowed the nearby HOA to use as a shortcut to town, was simply the way it always had been. A nice gravel road, worn smooth over the years. But when I returned, it was gone, replaced by a gleaming new strip of black tarmac, new and shiny, with lined curbs and even ornamented lampposts. My street, my land, had been turned into a suburban boulevard. No notice, no invitation, just a notice stuck to my gate. The letter claimed the road was upgraded for the benefit of all residents. But here's the thing. I'm not one of their residents. This is my land, 253 acres of ranch, real country land, where dust swirls, cattle roam, and tractors are the only traffic you'll see. On the other side, a manicured, pastel-colored neighborhood with imported palm trees that don't even belong here. Years back, the HOA president pleaded with me to allow them to cut across my road for a shortcut. It shaved off 5 minutes on the drive to the highway, and I obliged in return. No contracts, no money, just a handshake. But now, they'd gone too far. They'd not only macadamized the road without asking, but had landscaped it as their own front entrance. I was angry, but I knew that revenge is best served cold. As they were occupied paving that asphalt, they had one very key detail slip their minds. The road was in public. It belonged to me. And I had a heavy-duty cattle gate in my equipment shed, just waiting to stop their little improvement. That evening, I drove my tractor onto the road and locked the gate shut across it. A 10-foot steel wall, locked and unmovable. At sunrise, their beloved shortcut vanished. The phone calls began shortly. The secretary of the HOA, their attorney, they insisted I open the gate, but I wasn't going to give in. I informed them they'd trespassed and changed my property without permission, and now they could take the long route around. The following day, HOA President Linda appeared at my gate, pearls and a fake smile. She told me I was blocking a public road, but I whipped out my property deed and survey maps. Not public, I informed her. Never was. You've been using it because I let you. No more. She threatened me with lawsuits, but it was too late. I had already brought a property damage complaint to the sheriff and a civil lawsuit for unauthorized modifications. To make things worse for them, I forwarded drone video of their improvements to the local news, along with the tale of how they'd paved over my private land without my permission. By the third day, things had shifted. The residents of the HOA were angry. But not with me. They were angry at their own HOA, that beloved shortcut of theirs. Now, it was a 20-minute route change from 5 minutes. By the close of the week, the HOA had bent. They proposed tearing up the asphalt, putting back the gravel road, and sending triple damages for damage. But I didn't want them to tear it up. I offered them something they could unrefuse. Instead, they could have their pretty boulevard, but only if they signed a rental agreement to use it for $4,000 a month. And if they made one missed payment, the gate remains closed. They signed. They had no other option. Now, I cashed their check each month, driving my tractor down their squeaky clean pastel streets, smiling from the roots on up. Their upgrade became the most costly shortcut in the county, and I get paid for each ride they take down it. If you enjoy this type of small-town revenge and are in the mood for more unbelievable HOA drama, hit the like button and subscribe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's ahead.